What's up guys, my name is Ethan and in today's video we're going to be talking about the best hotel credit cards in the $95 annual fee range that will get you free nights, hotel status, and many other perks. I personally hold almost all of these cards since I travel a lot, and today I'll be answering the question, which hotel credit card is best? You'll not only be hearing about the pros and cons of each card, but I'll also be comparing the respective hotel loyalty programs because no comparison would be complete without talking about the hotel brands that these cards belong to. I've poured a lot of time and effort into this video in hopes that you'll get a ton of value from it, and if it does, I'd be extremely grateful if you'd hit that like button. But without further ado, let's compare the top hotel credit cards and loyalty programs. So to lay the groundwork, the four credit cards that we're talking about are the World of Hyatt credit card, the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, the IHG Premier, and the Hilton Surpass. The reason that these cards get so much attention is because they're loaded with benefits like free nights and elite status that can give you way more value than the annual fee, which is why they're called hotel keeper cards. If you're loyal to one of the hotel programs that we'll be talking about in this video, then usually getting the card from that hotel brand is a no-brainer. But if you're not loyal to any one particular hotel program and you just want to travel more or travel better or cheaper, then these cards can be a great way to do that. One last really important point that needs to be mentioned is that each of the cards that we'll be talking about in this video earns credit card points in the form of its own hotel currency. And the value of those currencies differ quite a bit. And these are the typical points valuations that you'll see. The value of Marriott points is 0.8 cents per point. The value of Hilton points is 0.5 cents per point. The value of IHG points is 0.5 cents per point. And Hyatt points are around 2 cents per point. The reason that this is important is because we want to compare the actual dollar value of these hotel currencies. Because if we don't, then it's like comparing apples to oranges. For example, 100,000 Hyatt points is dramatically more valuable than 100,000 IHG points. And you need to be aware of these points valuations so that you can compare these hotel credit cards fairly. With that in mind, let's start by comparing my favorite feature on these credit cards, which is the welcome bonus. And make sure to continue to tune into this video because I'll be comparing other major features on these cards like the earning categories, free nights, elite status, and more. So the welcome bonus on the World of Hyatt credit card is 30,000 Hyatt points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. In the first 6 months of holding this card, you'll also earn 2 points per dollar on everything on up to $15,000, and that means you can earn an additional 30,000 points. But in most cases, I wouldn't recommend spending $15,000 on this card just to earn that extra 30,000 points. But for the first $3,000 you spend, you will still earn that 2 points per dollar, meaning in total, your welcome bonus will be 36,000 points after $3,000 in spend. And so I would value the World of Hyatt welcome bonus at around $720. The Marriott Boundless welcome bonus is 3 free night certificates worth up to 50,000 points each after $3,000 of spend in the first 3 months. If you use these certificates to their maximum value and using the average value of Marriott points, these can be worth about $1,200 in value. You can definitely redeem these certificates for their full value, but I think it's more fair to value them on average for most people getting a redemption of around 40,000 points per certificate. And with that, I would value the Marriott Boundless welcome bonus at about $960, which is definitely fantastic. Next up is the IHG Premier welcome bonus, which is 140,000 points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months, which is around $700 in value. And the Hilton Surpass welcome bonus is 170,000 Hilton points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. And I would value that at about $850. So all of these welcome bonuses are very valuable, and I would say it's probably the single most valuable perk you can get on any one of these hotel credit cards. Throughout this video, I'll be keeping track of the value of each card by awarding points, and based on the awesome welcome bonuses all 4 of these cards offer, I'll give them each 1 point. By the way, if you're interested in applying for any one of these credit cards, I'll have links for you down in the description. Those are my referral links, and if you use those links to apply, it's a huge way to help me out and support my channel, and thank you to all of you who do use my links. The next thing we'll compare on these hotel credit cards is the earning categories. Now, I'm not going to compare every single earning category on every one of these cards because that would be really complicated and make this video way longer than it needs to be, but we will focus on the earning category each card has at its respective hotel. So starting off with the World of Hyatt credit card, you're going to earn 4 points per dollar spent at Hyatt properties. The Marriott Boundless earns 6 points per dollar spent on Marriott properties. The IHG Premier earns 10 points per dollar spent on IHG properties. And the Hilton Surpass earns 12 points per dollar spent on Hilton properties. Now we do need to factor in something else, which is that each of these cards give you a membership with the hotel, which gives you extra earning on that hotel brand. Being a member with the World of Hyatt will give you an additional 5 points per dollar spent on Hyatt properties. Marriott members get an additional 10 points per dollar. IHG members get an additional 10 points per dollar as well. And Hilton members also get an additional 10 points per dollar spent on Hilton properties. But these cards also give you an additional points earning boost by giving you elite status with the hotel, which will also give you more points at that particular brand. World of Hyatt card holders will receive Discover status, which gives you a 10% points earning boost. Boundless card holders will get Marriott Silver status, which gives you an additional 1 point per dollar. IHG Premier card holders will get IHG Platinum status, which will earn you additional 6 points per dollar at IHG properties. And Hilton Surpass credit card holders will get an additional 8 points per dollar through Hilton Gold status. So now totaling up the earning category each card gets at its own hotel brand, the World of Hyatt credit card gets 9.9 points per dollar, Marriott Boundless gets 17 points per dollar, the IHG Premier gets 26 points per dollar, and the Hilton Surpass gets 30 points per dollar. 30 points per dollar sounds amazing, but remember that the value of all of these hotel currencies is very different. When I was preparing these numbers to show you the actual dollar amount of these earning categories, I was really shocked with what I'm about to show you. And I think it's one of the coolest comparisons you can make with these credit cards. So taking each credit card's earning category and multiplying that by the value of its points that you earn, the World of Hyatt credit card will get you 19.8 cents per dollar. The Marriott Boundless will get you 13.6 points per dollar. The IHG Premier will get you 13 cents per dollar. And the Hilton Surpass will get you 15 cents per dollar. So despite the World of Hyatt credit card seeming terrible and the Hilton Surpass seeming amazing, the Hyatt card ends up being the highest returning card at its own hotel brand because of the value of Hyatt points. But honestly, all of these cards earn pretty well. And even looking at the lowest returning card, the IHG Premier, you're basically getting 13% back on your spend at that hotel. And for that reason, I'll award a point to all 4 of these credit cards. Moving on to another exciting feature of these credit cards, we're going to look at the free night that comes with these cards. Each anniversary year, the World of Hyatt credit card comes with a category 1 to 4 free night certificate. If you used this at a category 4 Hyatt property with standard pricing, you'd save about 15,000 Hyatt points, which is around $300 in value. The Marriott Bonvoy Boundless comes with a 35,000 point free night certificate, and 35,000 Marriott points is about $280 in value. The IHG Premier comes with a 40,000 point anniversary free night certificate, and that's worth about $200 in value, but the Hilton Surpass comes with no free night. But in order to get one, you can spend $15,000 in a year on this card. Now this is a huge downside to the Hilton Surpass, but it does kind of make sense because Hilton free night certificates can be used at almost any Hilton property, and that can be worth over $1,000 easy. And it has another feature that makes it pretty valuable, but this really falls short compared to the other hotel keeper cards. Looking at the annual fee on all of these credit cards, the value from the cards that do have a free night cover the annual fee by more than double on pretty much all of them. And so for that reason, I'll award a point to all 3 of the cards that have a free night certificate, but not the Hilton Surpass. Moving on to another exciting benefit that comes with these hotel credit cards, you're going to get automatic status with each of the hotel brands. So first up, the World of Hyatt credit card gives you automatic Discover status. That comes with free bottled water daily, minor room upgrades, and 2 p.m. late checkout. Discoverist is Hyatt's lower tier status, so it's nothing incredible, but those benefits are pretty nice. Moving on to the Marriott Boundless, you're going to get Marriott Silver status. And the only thing that comes with that is priority late checkout, which means you need to convince the hotel front desk to let you check out late. And if you do, then you have a priority, but it's just not really guaranteed. And so for that reason, Silver status with Marriott is pretty disappointing. Next up is the IHG Premier, which is going to give you IHG Platinum status. Platinum status is one of the highest tier statuses with IHG, which is pretty incredible for a $95 annual fee card. And you're going to get things like complimentary upgrades, which could include suites, a welcome amenity at check-in, 2 p.m. late checkout, promotional discounts on award stays, and all the benefits of the lower tier statuses. So this is pretty awesome status that comes with the IHG Premier. And moving on to the Hilton Surpass, you're going to get Hilton Gold status. Hilton Gold comes with room upgrades, a food and beverage credit / free breakfast, and all the benefits of lower tier statuses. So this is a pretty good status that comes with the Hilton Surpass. So the IHG Premier and the Hilton Surpass give you pretty great status with the hotels. The World of Hyatt credit card gives you okay status, and the Marriott Boundless gives you the most pathetic status I think you could get from any hotel. And for that reason, we'll award a point to all of the cards except for the Marriott Boundless. Now, on top of giving you status with each of the card's hotel brand, some of these cards will also give you status earning benefits, meaning you'll earn status with that hotel much faster. Looking at the World of Hyatt credit card, you're going to earn 5 qualifying nights just for holding this credit card, and you'll also get 2 qualifying nights for every $5,000 you spend on the card. So this card does provide a way for you to spend your way to status with Hyatt, which is pretty nice if you're a high spender. And if you're trying to earn status with Hyatt, that 5 qualifying nights will probably be pretty helpful. The Marriott Boundless is going to give you 15 elite nights towards status, and you're going to earn 1 night for every $5,000 spent on the card. You can also earn Marriott Gold status directly by spending $35,000 on this card in a calendar year. So the Boundless does provide some ways to spend your way towards status with Marriott as well. And that 15 elite nights from holding the Boundless is going to be pretty helpful if you're trying to earn status with Marriott in any way. Moving on to the IHG Premier, this card doesn't offer you any ways to earn more status with IHG, but that kind of makes sense to me since you get such great status automatically. And moving on to the Hilton Surpass, the only status earning benefit you'll get is that you can spend $40,000 a year on this card, which will earn you Hilton Diamond status. But I think the vast majority of people are not gonna wanna spend $40,000 on this one credit card in a year. So for that reason, this isn't a very good hotel status earning perk on this card. So it turns out the 2 cards that give you the best hotel status don't really give you the benefit of earning status with that hotel, which kind of makes sense. But I've got to give credit to the World of Hyatt card and the Marriott Boundless card for helping you earn status faster. So we'll award a point to each of those cards. Moving on to our next category, we're going to look at the special perks that each of these hotel credit cards offer you. And we're going to skip past the World of Hyatt card and the Marriott Boundless card because both of these cards don't really offer you any special perks. But looking at the IHG Premier, there's quite a few awesome perks that come with this card. First is that you'll get a 4th night free when redeeming award stays, meaning every time you redeem 4 nights using points, you'll get the 4th night free. So for example, if you were trying to stay at an IHG hotel and it cost 20,000 points per night, instead of a 4-night stay costing you 80,000 points, using the IHG Premier, it would only cost you 60,000 points. You'll also get 20% off when purchasing points from IHG, which can be a decent strategy, but 20% off does not stack with IHG point sales, which can be 80 to 100% off. So I don't see most people using this perk too much. And this card also comes with a $100 global entry TSA PreCheck or Nexus credit, which is going to help you get through the airport lines quicker. And overall, I have to say the IHG Premier has some fantastic extra perks that come with this card. Hey guys, so as I was actually editing this video, Amex came and made some really big changes to the perks on the Hilton Surpass, but rather than refilming the whole video, I'm just gonna pop in here and give you those updates. So first up is that this card has a new $200 Hilton Resort credit. Now that does break down into 4 quarterly statement credits of $50 each for purchases at Hilton properties. So it is a little bit annoying that they break it down into just $50 statement credits. But if you are somebody who stays at Hilton properties pretty often, then that's going to be pretty easy for you to use. Now this new $200 credit did replace the old perk of 10 Priority Pass lounge visits per year, so you're no longer going to get Priority Pass lounge visits. But a new perk on this card is that you're going to get National Emerald Club executive status, which comes with some nice perks like automatic upgrades on mid-size car rentals. And that status is pretty nice if you like to rent cars through National. So overall, the new perks on the Hilton Surpass can outweigh the annual fee. And if you're staying at Hilton properties, it probably won't be too hard to get a lot of value from these perks. So after looking at those special perks, we'll award a point to the Hilton Surpass and the IHG Premier. One last comparison that I do think is fair to mention on these credit cards is the number of hotel locations. Now, even though this isn't directly a feature of these credit cards, I do think it's very relevant. And after all, you're going to need to be able to stay at the hotel in order to get the benefits from your card. So looking at the number of locations each of these hotel brands has, the World of Hyatt has around 1,250 properties. Marriott has 8,300 properties. Hilton has around 6,800 properties. And IHG has over 6,000 properties. So Hyatt has significantly less properties than all of the rest. And that can make it difficult when you're looking for properties outside of major cities. And for that reason, I'll award a point to all of the other cards but the World of Hyatt card. So looking at the total of points we've awarded to all of these cards between the welcome bonus, earning categories, free nights, elite status, status earning boost, special perks, and number of locations, we end up with the World of Hyatt credit card getting 6 points, Marriott Boundless getting 5 points, IHG Premier getting 6 points, and the Hilton Surpass getting 5 points. So after analyzing all of the perks and benefits with each of these cards, you can see that they're all pretty close in the value that they offer. And if you're wondering which hotel credit card is best, I'd say it's highly dependent on what you value most. The World of Hyatt credit card and the IHG Premier scored a little bit higher than the Hilton Surpass and the Marriott Boundless, but the World of Hyatt doesn't have nearly as many locations. And IHG tends to lean towards more budget hotels than a lot of these other brands do, and for some people that can be a downside. And depending on the welcome bonus on the Marriott Boundless, for example, it could be significantly better or a little bit worse. So it really comes down to which hotels and credit card benefits you value most. Now, if you wanted to force me to decide which credit card I thought was the best, I will give you my answer, but hopefully this provided you with enough information to decide which hotel credit card is best for you. And if you're still looking for a recommendation, I would say based on the comparison we just made, it's a close call between the IHG Premier and the World of Hyatt credit card. Personally, I would go with the World of Hyatt card since I stay at Hyatt properties so much, but I hold most of these credit cards because I think they're all worth keeping and I get a ton of value from them. By the way, I have links to all of these credit cards down in the description. If you use those links, it's a huge way to support my channel, and I really appreciate all of you who use my links to apply. Let me know down in the comments if you have any more thoughts on these credit cards. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.